what do we need to go home and tell our bosses we need to be ready for video and virtual?
I can start real quick. So if you're kind of toying with the idea of what you need to get ready, if you've got those in-house resources, people that know how to work a camera, work an iPhone a little bit better, basic editing skills, that'll get you, most of the way there. If you are looking into doing something and having a real production crew at your disposal, take the time, figure out who those people are in your area, make them give you scope, budget, so you kind of understand what you're getting into. Should you need to pick up the phone and say, we've got a submission due in 2 weeks, I need your help, you kind of have that rough estimate in your mind. Two, if you are going to spend that extra money, make it worth your while. When we spent the B&P, we've used that raw B footage for a number of different things. We've used them for in-house videos, for a culture video for our agency. We've used them on social media. You can stretch that budget. So if you're trying to make that case to, upper level management, you really need to spend the money on making a really good video to win the work. But hey, we're going to also use that extra B-roll and repackage it a number of different ways. It doesn't sound so scary when you want them to drop, X amount of dollars on maybe a 3-minute, 5-minute video.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. A film crew will charge by the day, and so if they don't mind if you spend another 10, 20 minutes, 2 hours interviewing executives. You've got they do 3 interviews anyway. They don't care what the interview is, and so while you're there, you might as well get the internal rah-rah for your team. You might all that kind of stuff. Even if they don't edit it, if you're not sure what you're going to do with it, you've got it in the can. You can always ask them to edit it later. I think I'd take a slightly different tack to what you were saying, that in as much as I think this kind of internal folksy kind of approach to video production, as I say, it is hard. And in any other thing in the room, would you approach it? If you're trying to win, typically most of the people in this room are trying to win multi-million-dollar deals. Why would you put it the other way around? Why would you get the intern in the office who's got an iPhone to do your production? It just doesn't make sense to me. Do you want to win this thing or not? The only reason I would do that, it's just, you're basically getting a non-professional to do a professional's job, and in no other situation would you do that, and so why would you do it in this situation? Especially when you probably don't know what you don't know. And then 2 weeks later, everybody's stressing out because it's all taken longer than you thought it was going to, and so on. I just wouldn't even go down that route. There's millions of video companies around the world. Wherever you are, there'll be a local one. So I would definitely do that. In terms of answering the question, are you ready? I think the federal and the government side thing, it's just what you're allowed to do. Definitely find out what you are allowed to do, but if depending on whether you're a how person or a why person, if they haven't said, the requirements, then maybe push it or say we'd like to do this, or don't, just do it anyway. If that's down to your risk factor, that's up to you. But if they haven't specified and you are allowed to do, why make a boring video? Why not make an amazing video if the deal's big enough? But for commercial, absolutely. Why on earth would you not? Unless they've said you can't use video, why on earth would you not make an amazing video? As long as it's over, $1 million or something for the deal, why would you not? And trust me, the day will come when you lose to the person who did make a fantastic video, and then you go, why on earth didn't we make a video? So absolutely, are you ready? Get ready like yesterday, last year.
But does that mean hire in-house talent? Does that mean have your number of
if you have a large number of deals, and SAP, Jamie mentioned that they have an in-house crew. They're doing lots of huge deals. It makes sense to have an in-house team. But the same with anything else. If you're doing, one deal every few months, why would you have an in-house crew? That's why you subcontract things out. So, find somebody that you like working with and bring them in when you need to. That would be, just people are experts in the same way as you do the same for any other skill that you need to hire. So.